I remember visiting my great-grandmother in her nursing home, but I had never known her full story.
She was born March 15, 1908. She was born on Calumet Street in East Falls in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Her brothers and sisters were Nick, Joe, Dan, Victoria, Louise, Little Mary, and Big Mary, and she made 8. They went back to Italy because my great-grandfather had a stroke and it was suggested that he be in a warmer climate. The older children were left in East Falls in Philadelphia, and the younger children returned to Italy. They returned to Italy after his stroke, and it was in the Abruzzi region, and specifically Camodesa, which was on the Adriatic side of Italy. Camodesa was where they were originally from, and it's about a 6-hour train ride from Naples.
And while she was there, her grandfather, that's grandfather Vendetti, he passed away. And her mother, of course also being a Vendetti, being the wife of her grandfather, and that family was one of the wealthiest families in that part of Italy, in that part of Abruzzi. And then when her father passed away, it's not then there, it wasn't like it is in this country. The estate all could go to my mother's mother because she was a female. Back in those days, females were not permitted to inherit anything. You had to be a man to inherit anything. And of course, all the men in my mother's brothers and siblings were all in this country, so there was no men there in the Vendetti family or alive or around to be able to inherit the inheritance from her father. Now, interestingly enough, the one brother who was in this country, who lived in Violin, New Jersey, had moved to that country and moved to this country and married here, and opened a shoe store, a shoe repair shop in Violin. And then when his father died, and if he had been there, the one male could have inherited the Vendetti estate. Because he wasn't there, he was unable to inherit that estate. And therefore, from my mother's mother being a family, being one of the wealthiest families in that province, turned out to become one of the poorest families.
Furthermore, with the presence of World War I, the Vendettis could not just return to America. They were stuck in Italy. On August 22, 1922, Concetta Vendetti and her family arrived at Ellis Island on a boat named the Julius Caesar. This image is the original record of her arrival, which includes details about her appearance and a list of family members living in America. When she came to America, she spoke no English and had been schooled entirely in Italy. She lived in East Falls, Philadelphia. Concetta Vendetti met my grandfather, John Manzo, when she was 20 years old. And the rest is history.